Hey guys, it's the planning psychologist here. If you're new, hello and welcome. And if you're a return watcher, welcome. Okay, so reminder, hit that like and hit that subscribe button if you've been watching for a while. But let's get into another plan with me for the week of the 5th to the 11th of February. As you can see, my setup is already half done because my iPhone wasn't recording. Yay me. I don't know what happened. So, unfortunately, we've got half of this already done, but hey, you know what? Better late than never. I thought I'd jump in and do this. So, kind of decided to mix up a couple of things this time around for this week because I'm traveling, I've got a lot of stuff on, but also it's Chinese New Year, which, you know what, gives me another excuse to have a great layout and some decorations. So I've got a few things here. I actually can't remember who this is from, but I had it for quite some time, and it is for Chinese New Year. I don't know whether, because I am traveling, I'm not going to have a huge amount to do in this planner. I kind of just put travel and then let it go. So I'm wondering whether I can put that there. It does look cute there, doesn't it? But also, I've got this from the Coffee Monsters Co. from a couple of years ago. And yay for me, this year is the year of the dragon. And check it out. There's that little emoji guy driving dragon. So I thought I'd just get into this and just start planning with you where I am rather than, trying to go back or do anything different. The reality is that stuff happens when you're in your planner, as you know. Big fan of liquid paper for that reason because, hey, nothing always goes according to plan, does it? In fact, most of the time in my planner, it really doesn't. And that's the whole point of it, is to show you all of the things that can go wrong and all of that. So today I've decided to do this, which is an adaptation from the last time I did kind of vertical columns in here. And I actually spread this down the whole way, and I really didn't like it because it did my head in that this was down here, the Sunday. Saturdays and Sundays, I don't have as much to do as the rest of the week because my to-dos are here and I tend to minimize the to-dos. So I reckon I'll get away with a split Saturday, Sunday like this, but we'll wait and see. As you can see, I've popped the dot there, but I'm actually thinking that this guy is going to look better there. What do you? Let's stick that down, shall we? I've been wanting to use this for quite some time. So, yay. Let's see, am I going to be able to peel this up, or is it going to rip the sticker? That's the one thing about the Sterling Ink notebooks and Tamari River paper. No, Tamari River paper in general, is that it sometimes isn't very forgiving on stickers, and not this time. So I can see that it's going to rip it, so I'm just going to pop this sticker flake straight over the top. And I want it as far across here as I can. There we go. All right. So before I get any further in this, how about we just date it first? So how are we all now that we're in February and January's over? It's been a really strange January. I've noticed a lot of people doing the whole, so glad January's over thing, and that was a tough year. I'm glad February started, and January was a trial run for February, and I think, I was thinking about it the other day that we put a lot of expectations on January. It's supposed to be this new year, new me, and this whole, it's going to be fantastic and it's a fresh start and all of that kind of stuff. And, it actually sets up some pretty bad expectations for us, especially when January can actually be really tough because it is the beginning of the year, things are changing, and things don't always go according to plan ever, let alone when you have that much expectations on yourself to actually have this fantastic month. So that's a little side note on that I've just picked up on, and just worried about people's expectations of that month. Something that I have picked up a few years running. I try not to put expectations on it. Like, I don't do this whole new year, new me, new diet, new blah blah thing, because I feel like if I do that to myself, I'm just going to end up failing. And for most people, including myself, failure actually feels really harsh when we're doing something that actually is trying to help us become better people, or health-wise, that kind of stuff. And it kind of tends to derail most of us, to be honest. So just maybe be a bit kinder on yourself when it comes to resolutions and New Year's and January. January is just another month. You know, yep, if it didn't work out the way that you expected it to, you know what? That's okay. You've got another 12 months. You've got every single day is a reset and a new start and all of those things. So we don't have to have these perfect months happening because it's the beginning of the year. We don't have to have made these massive progresses. And we don't have to put these expectations on us that, you know, are at times just going to fail us. Anyway, that's my little rant. As you can see, I've done something different here. I had a friend of mine gave me this sticker sheet, so I thought, you know what, I'll use it. I don't often use silver in my planner, silver foil, but I thought, you know, Chinese New Year, it's a good celebration thingy, so why not give it a go? Alright, so let's see what out of these are going to be my to-dos for the week, and we'll plan them down. So date night, not going to happen this week, simply because I am away, but let's see, payday, always a good one to note. That's really hard to see, isn't it? Maybe I need to put a green underneath it, but then I don't want to take that away. You know what? Let's just do it. Doesn't have to be perfect, does it? All right, so payday. Budget time is definitely the same day as payday. That brings up an interesting question. So in our household, one of us, we've each got kind of set task type things. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is. My jobs versus his jobs, and trust me, they are not gendered. They are just the things that we prefer doing, or the things that I don't want to do and he doesn't want to do, that kind of thing. So, you know, there is things that each of us do differently. And I'm wondering in your household if that's the same, and how that came up. It's just me putting down that budget time and stuff like that, like bin day. Bin day is Monday for us, but that has nothing to do with me. Honestly, it has nothing to do with me. I don't put out the bins. I don't even remember it's bin night, apart from the fact that it's in my diary. And that's purely so that, yeah, because I have bin night stickers more than anything else. But that's something my husband does. Whereas things like the folding of the laundry, it's probably both of us. Majoritively me. I actually find it quite relaxing, and I don't mind doing it as long as it's not too much there. That tends to weird me out. And just weird me out. Wrong thing to say. It kind of overdoes my sensory overload type stuff. But overall, you know, we have set tasks. And that's okay. You know, it's totally, utterly okay that we have different tasks. And I think it's interesting that, you know, people would think that potentially that some things are very gendered. And they are, you know, laundry, cooking, stuff like that. But we actually have a pretty good split of things. And I have no qualms at all with my husband's capability of doing things. I am, though, that I am that person that, you know, I say to him, hey, you know, can you do this for me, or can you do that for me, or can you clean this? And then I go back and do it myself because, you know, it's not done the way I want it. I don't know why I bother. You know, it just annoys him and it annoys me too. So it is what it is. But yeah, I have things like that I do, and I'm sure he does too. But yeah, anyway, I digress. So trying to use some of these stickers. I quite like it, actually. Yeah, I quite like it. I am going to try and put some family time in here simply because I am going away for work during the week. So hopefully I can do that and have a bit of family time, maybe on a Wednesday night, maybe play a game or go out to dinner or something like that, which will be nice. So hopefully we can get that in there. And then, you know, I'm going to shove here, remember to fly out, because that's an important one, isn't it? So generally speaking, I don't necessarily take my planner with me on trips, depending on how long they are, but I think I'm going to this time, just so that I can keep tracking things that I'm tracking in here. It does become cumbersome though, because these are really fat and thick towards the end of the year. As you can see, this is only half year as well. So they can become very heavy. And I have this thing with not putting my planners and my diaries and my journals in my actual luggage because, well, I've had luggage go missing before and I've had things go wrong, so don't necessarily want to put them in there. Anyhow, enough of me dribbling on. How about I hop off. Now I stop talking. I'll do all of the to-dos and things like that that need to be done, and then I come back in and we can have a quick chat, and probably going to be a shorter video than usual, which is not a bad thing every now and then, because as I said, half the planning stuff was done off video because of me stupidly, I don't know, not pressing something or it turning off or something like that. So let me get to it and then I'll be back in a minute. Amazing, let's go. Okie dokie, so there we are. That is my week. As I said, it's not a huge amount in there because I am flying out. Obviously my big boo-boo there, which I'll fix up later once that liquid paper's dried. I'll write it in, and of course there's a smudge over here. Wouldn't be the planning psychologist without some little bumps along the road. But yeah, that's a cute little spread. Still got quite a few things on that kit for maybe next year, or maybe even in my actual journal, so I can put those in, because I also do like to do that. So yeah, there we have it. There is my week from the 5th to the 11th of February. Very simple layout, which I am enjoying, and hopefully next time I will actually turn my phone on and the video on, and hopefully it stays on. As for last week, as I said, we did the half weeks over 2 pages. It worked really well. There was a lot to do with my partner's birthday, so we had quite a few to-dos as well as the school stuff going back. So I was pretty happy with that. Overall though, yeah, here you go. So I have decided that I'm going to continue to do a different layout each week and see how things go. I still haven't landed on one. I've been doing that one for most of the year. So I just want to spend some time playing around with different layouts and seeing how it goes. But I really am liking this, and makes me kind of go, I wonder if I could fit this into a week's and go even smaller. But I do have a lot to, I don't know, questions that I do need to actually answer, because, I change out at July into a new planner. I did find that this is a lot of pages, and I still have a lot of pages, so 520 is probably too big for me. For the planner, not for my journal. My journal is definitely a 520, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So I'm going to get going. Here is my weekly spread. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. If so, please do hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.